अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम अब्दुल्ला है वाला, मैं रेहान स्कूल में टीचिंग में कोर्स कर रहा हूँ। तो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है हाउ कंसिस्टेंसी बिल्ड योर ऑनलाइन रेपुटेशन।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। हाँ, बिल्कुल ज़रूर। हम ऑनलाइन रेप्यूटेशन पे हाँ, जैसे कि आप क्वालिटी कंटेंट शेयर करें, ऑप्शनल प्रोफाइल्स अपडेट रखें और रेगुलरली साथ ही रिव्यूज़ और टेस्टिमोनियल्स भी बहुत मदद करते हैं क्योंकि वो भरोसा क बनाते हैं। अगर कुछ और डिटेल चाहिए तो बताइए।
मेरा आपसे आज का पहला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट डज कंसिस्टेंसी मीन इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ ऑनलाइन ब्रेकिंग।
हाँ, बिल्कुल। कंसिस्टेंसी का मतलब है कि आप लगातार और नियमित रूप से काम करें। चाहे वो आपके पोस्ट हों, ब्लॉग हों, सोशल मीडिया एक्टिविटी हो या फिर किसी तरह का कंटेंट। जब आपकी प्रेज़ेंस नियमित रहती है, तो लोग आप पर भरोसा करने लगते हैं और आपकी पहचान मज़बूत होती है।
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाई इज कंसिस्टेंसी इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर बिल्डिंग एन ऑनलाइन रेपुटेशन।
हाँ, बिल्कुल ज़रूरी है क्योंकि जब आप लगातार अपना कंटेंट या अपनी मौजूदगी बनाए रखते हैं, तो लोग आपको एक भरोसेमंद और स्थिर ब्रांड के तौर पर देखते हैं। इससे लोग आपको याद रखते हैं, आपके बारे में अच्छा बोलते हैं और आपके साथ जुड़ना भी चाहते हैं।
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ डज कंसिस्ट इफेक्ट एजुकेशन चूज।
That's a great question. Consistency in education helps because it builds a steady routine, reinforces learning, and keeps you engaged over time. When you show consistency, you actually improve retention, develop discipline, and stay motivated, which all contribute to better long term outcomes.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट आर एग्जांपल्स ऑफ कंसिस्ट वर्सेस इंक्रीज्ड ऑनलाइन बिहेवियर।
Yeah, definitely. For example, if you post on social media at the same time every day, or if you consistently engage with your audience by replying to comments or sharing updates, that's a good example. Another one would be keeping a blog or a newsletter on a fixed schedule. These habits keep people coming back regularly and build trust.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ ऑफ्टन शुड आई पोस्ट टू मेंटेन अ कंसिस्टेंट ऑनलाइन प्रेजेंस।
Yeah, that's really important. It depends a bit on your audience and platform, but generally a few times a week is great for staying consistent. If you have a blog, maybe once a week. For social media, even 3 to 5 times a week can really help. The key is just to pick a schedule you can stick to long term.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ कंटेंट शुड आई कॉन्स्टेंटली शेयर इन माय niche।
Ah, great question. Ideally, you want to mix. Share a combination of educational content like tips or how to's, along with personal stories, behind the scenes glimpses, and maybe some user generated content or testimonials. That variety keeps things engaging and relatable.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ कैन आई क्रिएट अ कंटेंट प्लान फॉर कंसिस्टेंट।
Ah, awesome. So start by deciding on your goals. What do you want to achieve with your content? Then map out themed or topics for each week or month. After that, create a calendar with specific dates and times for each post. And don't forget to batch your content creation so you stay ahead.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ कैन आई क्रिएट अ कंटेंट फॉर।
Of course. Ah, got it. So to create content, you can start by brainstorming ideas based on your audience's interests, then outline each piece, whether it's a post, a video, or a blog, and decide on the format. Once you have a clear plan, you can create it in batches, edit, and then schedule or post consistently.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, डज पोस्टिंग एट द सम टाइम डेली रियली मैटर।
Yeah, it actually does. Posting at the same time every day helps your audience know when to expect you, so they come back regularly. It also signals to platforms' algorithms that you're a consistent creator, which can boost your reach. So, yeah, timing really matters.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन ये है, हाउ डज इनिशियल कंसिस्टेंसी कलर लॉन्ग स्टाइल इम्पैक्ट।
Great. Exactly. So just like in fashion, consistency in your style, like sticking to certain colors, patterns, or themes, helps people recognize you. In the same way, consistency in your online presence, like tone, posting style, or topics, builds a recognizable, trusted brand over time.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, should my tone and once stay the same except platform?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Keeping your tone consistent across platforms helps build a cohesive brand identity. Of course, you can adjust slightly for the platform's vibe, like being a bit more casual on Instagram or a bit more formal on LinkedIn, but your core tone should stay steady.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, how can I maintain consent accept multiple colors media platform?
Good point. So you can do that by using a core brand color palette and visual style that you apply to all platforms. Then tailor each piece of media to fit the platform's format, like square images for Instagram, longer videos for YouTube, while keeping those consistent colors and fonts. That way, your brand stays recognizable everywhere.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, what happens if change my brand style or message?
That's a really good question. If you change your brand style or message, you'll want to be careful and intentional. Communicate the change clearly to your audience, explain why you're doing it, give them time to adjust, and make the transition gradual if possible. That keeps trust intact while you evolve.
मेरा आपसे अगला
Sure,
क्वेश्चन
consist.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ डज consent with followers build creativity?
Great question. So when you're consistent, you create a reliable experience for your followers. They know what to expect and they feel connected to you. That sense of reliability frees up your creativity because you can experiment within a trusted framework, knowing people are tuning in.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, what role does replying to comments message play in consent?
Yeah, that's a good balance to think about. You don't want to overdo it, but you also don't want to go too quiet. Generally, a few comments or a short message each day is great, just enough to keep the conversation going and show you're engaged without it feeling forced.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, कैन inconsent damage attitude trust? How?
Yeah, absolutely. When you're consistent, it shows that you're reliable and committed. Over time, that reliability makes people trust you more. They feel like you'll deliver on your promises, whether it's your content, your product, or your message. So it really builds that deeper confidence.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ लॉन्ग डज इट टेक फॉर consent to show online?
Yeah, that's a great question. It really varies, but typically you start seeing noticeable results in a few weeks to a few months. The key is staying consistent. If you keep it up, the trust and engagement will grow steadily over time.
मेरा आपसे अगला क्वेश्चन है, हाउ डज consensuality infuse pro- promise?
Great connection. So when you're consistent, your audience knows what to expect and they feel a sense of security. Over time, that familiarity builds trust and they're more likely to rely on you, return to you content, and ultimately grow with you.
मेरा आपसे आखिरी क्वेश्चन ये है, व्हाट आर सिंपल डेली हैबिट्स टू स्टे ऑनलाइन?
Yeah, super doable. Simple habits could be checking in on your social platforms at a set time each day, responding to comments, scheduling a bit of content, or even spending 10 minutes engaging with other creators. The key is just to make it a daily habit so it doesn't feel overwhelming.
ओके, थैंक यू।
You're very welcome. If you have any more questions or need help with anything else, just let me know. I'm happy to help.